The Golden State Warriors just received their 29th loss versus the Los Angeles Clippers just last night. Their biggest issue this game was once again defense. They allowed 44 points by the Clippers in the third quarter. I believe that this game specifically exposed the Warriors' biggest weakness, and it's not that they don't have individual great defenders, because I do believe they have a good amount of those. I mean, they're gonna get GP back. They got Dante DiVincenzo, Wiggins, Kuminga, they got all of those guys, but their real problem is their collective team defense. So we have to ask ourselves, is there enough time left in the season for the Warriors to figure out their team defense, or will defense be the downfall of the Warriors? Draymond Green was very vocal, as he always is, about the team's defense after the loss against the Clippers just last night. He said, "It has to come from within. Defense is all about will, a want to defend. Defense isn't fun. You just gotta do it if you want to win, and we haven't." And he continues to say that the Warriors lack the collective effort to defend. That last phrase, collective effort to defend, is very key, because we can see that the Warriors could have individual great defenders and they can play good one-on-one defense. But like the Clippers last night, they ran pick and roll after pick and roll after pick and roll, and the Warriors were just unable to stop it. As we know, pick and roll defense is a team thing. It contains mostly the main two guys in the situation, but it also includes the help defenders because they have to either drop or rotate up. The rotation part is the hardest part for the Warriors, and that's why they get scored on it so often. The big man may come up to help off the guard coming off the screen, and nobody drops to cover his man, so they either get a lob or a corner three. I would assume that this type of problem would be pretty simple for the Warriors to solve, but apparently it's very difficult for them because they haven't improved on this from the beginning of the season. I mean, it's just crazy to think that the Warriors were just second in the league in defense, and now they rank 19th. How is that even possible? I understand that they lost GP2 and Otto Porter, but come on, you can't go from second all the way to near the bottom of the league. And just watching this team, you can clearly see that they are not the same team as last season. They look lost on defense at all times. And when the Warriors get lost on defense, they lead to fouling a lot, and which is another one of their biggest problems. The Warriors currently rank 29th in the league, only beating Detroit in fouls as a team. This is a major contributing factor to their struggles, because every time they think they're going to get a stop, they end up just fouling and putting the other team in the bonus like halfway through the quarter. So every time they foul, they're just giving them free throws every time. And fouling slows the game down, which is complete opposite of what the Warriors want to do. If we watch the Warriors in the past, we know they like to play with pace. They like to move in transition, shoot up the threes in transition. But they are unable to do that if they're constantly fouling and sending the other team to the free throw line. This lack of pace caused by excessive fouling could be one of the reasons why the Warriors are having a tougher time scoring than they usually do. They are trying to score against set defenses versus attacking when they have numbers on the transition. And we've seen what happens when they attack a set defense. Turnover after turnover after turnover after turnover. It's literally constant turnovers with the Warriors. I expect the Warriors to get a lot of turnovers simply because of their play style. I mean, they pass a lot. They do a lot of cutting and passing, so I expect more turnovers than a usual team. But this extent that the Warriors have pulled it to is just beyond outrageous. Like half the time they have the ball, they're just turning it over before they can even get a shot off. In past years, the Warriors, yes, had many turnovers, but they were very good on offense and defense, so they could afford to make those turnovers. But now that they have a less talented team, they can't afford to be constantly turning it over and not stopping the other team on the other end. So I hope you guys can see how a team that can't play defense leads to so many other problems. I mean, it leads to more fouling, and fouling leads to less pace leads to less transition, and less transition can lead to more turnovers. If the Warriors can just solve the root of all their problems, which is their defense, specifically their team defense, they will be just fine and all their other problems will go away, I guarantee it. So that's going to do it for this video. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure to hit subscribe and leave a like on the video, and comment down below, how bad is the Warriors defense? Is it savable, or should they just give up this season?